From the gridirons around Michiana, this is 16 Sports Extra, brought to you by Gates Automotive.
Welcome into 16 Sports Extra, the place to be on a Friday night. I'm Jackson Neal, she's Sabrina Hoover. And Sabrina, well, we've had another Friday of high school football action.
Can you believe that? That's right. Tonight was week 5 for Indiana and week 4 for Michigan. We already have playoffs coming in about a month.
Yeah, it's crazy to think that's already coming up. The season's going so fast. And one of the games that'll have a big factor into the postseason was Northridge versus Northwood in our 16 Sports Game of the Week. We go out to Northridge for this rivalry showdown here tonight. And we're going to pick it up in the first half. Panthers have the football, and they're trying to air it out early on. They're going to be looking deep, but Braxton Nagy for the Raiders, he comes down with it.
Wow. Big
turnover for Northridge. Just check it out. Just celebrate with the teammates right there. Then becomes a game of field goals. First, Owen Kerr hitting this 32-yarder for Northridge after the INT. Then it's Northwood's turn in the second quarter. Dominic DeFreitas, the best kicker in the area.
Wow.
I call him that, right?
Yes.
60-yarder. Brand new school record with that one. Tied up at 3 apiece. All right, second half, and then the teams are finally finding the end zone here. Ryder Ransberger to his right finds single coverage. DeAndre Monroe, yeah, he wins that battle. Don't leave him alone. 26-yard touchdown. Northwood hangs on for a 17-16 win in this rivalry matchup. A huge win there for the Panthers, especially after coming off a loss to Mishawaka last week.
And I got to say, I don't think I've ever seen a 60-yard field goal ever in a high school game. Have you?
I mean, we even saw Mitch Jeter for Notre Dame try a 60-yard field goal earlier this year.
Yes.
Not to remember Northern Illinois game too much, but that got blocked. A 60-yarder is hard at whatever level.
And Northridge obviously coming off that loss to Concord last week, but they played great against Concord. Now, obviously a talented team like them, but again, a tough game in this one by a point.
Yeah,
that's got to
a really tough part, a really tough stretch of the schedule. But that was not the only matchup we had going on tonight. Where were you at, Sabrina?
Well, let's see. I was over in Mishawaka for another showdown between two schools with a lot of history as Penn welcomed in Marion tonight. Two teams with wins in week 4 looking to add to it in this one. Well, quite the start for the Kingsmen. This one started out all Penn. After a 7-0 lead early in the game, how about another? Jadon Parker with the carry, and look at him turn on the Jets, breaks the tackle there, but he won't be touched after that. 6 points added to the scoreboard. Like I said earlier, it was all Penn until this, of course. Braxton Brooks. It looks like he might gain a few yards here, but look at this. Huge block right there by Deuce Owens. And here he comes down the sideline. He's not stopping anytime soon either. 75-yard touchdown response to put Marion on the board. Quite the highlight reel for that man. Now it's Penn's turn again. High snap here, but Kellen Watson able to work with it. He connects with Tajon Bardo. 1 foot down. That's good enough in high school and in college. Penn extends the lead now 24-7. Now time is winding down here. Knights looking for something offensively. Mitchell Fimble launches this one downfield, but look who's there. Joey DePalma. That's pretty much how dominant this defense was tonight. The Kingsmen defeat the Knights 24-7, and head coach Pete Reardon liked what he saw tonight from this group.
Played a very physical football. This is a good Marion football team. They've got a big senior class, a lot of experience. A lot of those guys are 3-year starters, and I thought our guys stepped up on both sides of the ball. Still got some ways to go, but all in all, I thought it was a good win. Well, I think our defense fit well. We tackled well for the most part in space, with the exception of a couple plays, and we kept that up. For the most part in the second half. And the offense had some long drives, even though they didn't convert. They kept the ball most of the second half, so that was a good thing.
Yeah, and a big dominant win for that program. I mean, 24-7 at halftime, and that was the final score, Jackson. So, I mean, defensively, they took care of business.
And that's good to see from Penn. We know we've seen them let up a lot of points early in the season to Valparaiso and other teams. So to see that defense really hitting their stride right where they need to be, because now we're looking towards the postseason, about a month out. Really big thing for Penn there.
And we keep saying it, any team can get their stride at any given time.
Of course, such a big result there, but those aren't the only 2 games we were at tonight.
Nope, they weren't. Plenty of more highlights plus scores from all the other games that went around Michiana. That's coming up next on 16 Sports Extra. Don't go anywhere.